So FXB, so we're looking at this toroid-100 ferrite ring. So what it does, it basically just can make sure that your coax doesn't act as an antenna. It sort of separates it, and the technical way of saying it is choke balun to isolate the potential feed line common mode RF on the coax cable. So let's make one and then see what results we get. 7.3. So we're going to remove the PL259 so we can put the end of the lead through the toroid-100 ring. Okay, it's off, and we've left the back part all the way down the coax. Okay, we've got the lead. We've taken the patch lead, sorry, the PL259 off. Bit of a mess, but it's okay. Now we're going to put this back on afterwards. So let's just go through. So we'll go 1, and we'll just do as many winds as we can. Now I've realised it makes actually more sense to put it through this end first, because we've still got a patch lead on at this end. So we'll go this end first, pull it all the way through, like so. We'll just go about halfway, and then we'll just start winding it. So let's do 1 first. So every time you go through the centre, I'm reading, is classed as one turn. So, it does get quite stiff. I can see that now. Once you start doing it, it gets stiff. So that's fine. We'll go as many times as we can, basically. I'm using a 3-meter lead because that's patch lead, because that's what I've got. And I do use that quite a lot. So we'll just go through again. Like so. It's going to get tight, so we're pulling it all the way through. That's number 2. Like so. You can see how you've got to sort of hold the other ones you've got to hold them really. Keep them in place. Sorry, my fingers are in the way. Okay, number 3, push it round, pulling it tight. Number 3, now my friend said he managed to get 8. I mean, these are small rings. I could have got a bigger ring, I suppose. I just got this one. Right, there you go. I'm trying not to overlap them. I just feel like it makes sense that they shouldn't overlap. Maybe it makes no difference. Right. That's 1, 2, isn't that 4? Next. Number 5. If I go off camera, sorry. And what I'm going to do, when this is finished, I'm going to compare it to a normal patch lead to see if it makes any difference. So technically, of course, it does make a difference, but I've got some serious interference in this house. So let me know in the comments if a choke balun, how did that get wound up in there? I don't think that was meant to happen. A choke balun, which frequencies it's actually choking, you know, because I'd like to know that. There goes my dog, of course. So we got these parts in the UK from Sota Beams. Anyway, keep going. So I had to let go to let the dog in. So I think we might get one more in there. That's stretch 2. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'd like to do 8. My dog's having fun in the background. That's fine, let her play. We'll be going for a walk soon, so Squeezing that one through. So that's number 7. I think we might get one through, maybe one more through. That's a struggle, but I think we just about will. And then that'll be very tight fit then. Yeah, just about got the 8th one through. It's a bit tight. Someone's going to say, well, you should have bought a bigger ring. Does the ring size make much difference? You know, what, or should I say, what difference does the ring size make? 'Cause I'm sure it does. Everything makes a difference. Right. 8. And does it matter if they, because that one looks like it's possibly overlapped. Right, so there's the finished result. Have a zoom in there. So we'll just finish the video at that point and get the solder the end back on. I'm looking forward to actually testing it. So we're just going to get the, remember to put, before you solder the end on, put this on first, the back of the PL259. You're going to be a bit unhappy if you haven't. And then now we're going to solder back on the PL259. With the soldering iron, we've cut it back. And just going to screw that on there like so. This isn't a very good quality patch lead, to be honest. So anyway, it's poking through. We'll drop a bit of solder in there. Technically, we should put some solder in here as well. So anyway, let's get it back together. So we have solder. Now we are rubbish at this, as you can see. There you are. Doesn't look very neat, does it? Anyway, we're getting there. It's on there, and then what I'll do is I always test continuity with my test meter to make sure there's no shorts and that it's one end of the PL259 is actually connected to the other. First, we'll just check for a short. So we'll get a beep if this is working. Let's just short it out here. So we know that the meter is working. So let's check the outer braid with the inner core. No short. Then we'll check the outer core with the outer core. That's good. Then we'll check the inner core with the inner core. We want a beep. If we don't get a beep, which we're not at the moment, then we've got a bad connector somewhere. We have got a beep. So there you are. No shorts and yeah, it's working. To test it. Here we are, and we're going to do some tests playing around. We've connected well, right now we haven't connected the choke balun. This is my daughter's LEDs that you can see all these lines here. Don't forget, it's only a £2 choke, £3 choke balun, which is on a bit of coax. We're just seeing if it makes any difference to that at all. SWR wise, we'll keep the power low. So we're obviously on the Anytone we're on the Zygu X6100. I was playing with an Anytone earlier. Right, so let's have a quick whistle and see what the SWR is like. So there's no one here. Yeah, the power is so low it's not even registering. So we need to get it up to 5 watts. So the SWR is still not registering. I'm just going to calibrate the SWR meter. Okay, got it all hooked up, all calibrated. Still got the LED lines here. We're on normal patch lead to my G5 RV, and we're on FM. Just key the mic, and look, the SWR actually isn't too bad. G5 RV. I think we're pushing out about, well, let's have a look. So SWR is 1.5, a bit higher. So we get an indication here on the Zygo, but this is the one we're looking at here. So let's do the power. Forward. Wrong button. Choke balun. Like so. Let's connect it. So before we connect the choke balun, let's go on to 80 meters. Go the long way around. Right, let's give a whistle. We're on LSB. SWR still ain't too bad. Obviously, we've got the interference. Let's go to 20 meters. The G5RV is doing quite well, isn't it? Right, let's switch to the balun choke hatch lead. Now, I would say it has actually reduced the interference that I get from my daughter. Let's get the RF gain up a bit higher. Okay. And so we see what we can see now. I'm going to quickly swap it back and see how much difference. Right, it's back on. You can still see the lines. Did it make a difference? It's really hard to say. It will show better in the video. So just SWR was, we're back on the patch lead. And lucky me, the SWR is actually quite good. Alright, let's put the balun choke back on. Right, it's back on. So, really I didn't really see a big difference on the interference side of it. Let's just have a quick whistle with the SWR. Radio's on as high as it will go. It says 10 watts, but it won't be. I've just got a battery plugged into the Zygo. So SWR, let's give a quick whistle. I say that actually has gone higher to, 3. Maybe it was because the ATU was on before. Let's check. No, it didn't make any difference. Right, so leave it off anyway. We're testing it without it. So let's have a quick listen to a station. Let's get back on to volume. Strong signal there, isn't it? So the choke balun is on now, and we know that if I come off a bit, if I whistle, SWR about 3. One of the benefits of a choke balun apparently is that it makes sure that it doesn't use the coax going to the antenna as an antenna. One of the benefits. So let's swap back to a normal patch lead, see if the SWR is as high. So normal patch lead now. Let's have a whistle. Isn't that funny? The SWR, I would say, is better than with the choke balun. So yeah, I mean, I'm new to this, so I've never used the choke balun before. So you tell me what's happening. Let's have a listen. It's still interesting, isn't it? That's with the filter on, look. Right, we'll swap it back again. So,
But good copy. Are you fine, James? Over.
so we're back on with the choke balun. Let's come off frequency a bit. A bit of activity on 20. So I find that the SWR is higher with the choke balun. Explain to me the science behind it. Interference wise,
Most important than everything else. And nice to hear you today on the frequency. Like I said, cold weather in Slovenia. We are just around 32 Fahrenheit and overcast wet weather in Slovenia, James. Okay, stay healthy, Kate, to get you on the band soon. And thank
but anyway, the Zygo's sounding good, and obviously I could just run the tuner, can't I? So let's come off band a bit, turn the tuner on. And then I could transmit to that station that's very strong.
my brother will be in next days on the band. Sugar 5-1 David X-ray.
Mike 0 Fox X-ray Bravo. Actually, the SWR.
Queen Fox. Nice to hear you, Frank. Not exactly frosting here, but we are on 0 degrees somewhere around. It will I think in a couple of hours since the temperature dropped quite hard.
So I'm going to turn off the LED lights in my daughter's bedroom, but it's sounding good, isn't it? Right, LED lights are off now.
Thank you, sir. Sugar 5-1 David X-ray.
Mike 0 Fox X-ray Bravo QRP.
Yeah, stateside, come again.
Stateside, doesn't want me. So okay, well, I think we've done a test. The LED lights are off.
Charlie Sierra, thanks for the calling. Nice 5x9 with me in Slovenia. My name is Jan, it's okay?
We'll go down the band. Quick listen.
Oscar November Zulu with CQ. CQ 40, that is Ocean Nancy 75, Oscar November Zulu. Ocean Nancy 75, Oscar November Zulu.
Should we try this? Mike 0 Fox X-ray Bravo QRP.
CQ40, that is Ocean Nancy 75, Oscar November Zulu. Oscar November 75, Oscar November Zulu with CQ.
Mike 0 Fox X-ray Bravo QRP.
Our station QRT, is that correct?
Roger. Mike 0 Foxtrot X-ray Bravo 5 watts.
No, that is Oscar November 75, Oscar November Zulu.
Close though. So not quite getting it, but and I said 5 watts because that's all we're giving out there. Probably get a slightly better signal if I remove the SWR meter, but anyway. So, well, thanks for that. You know, just playing around. You know, we've got these little toroid rings. I'm going to add another one to a different patch lead that I've got. Why not? 8 turns, and there are benefits. So, yeah, and they're inexpensive. So 7.3. Thanks for watching. All the best.